In some studies we did some years ago, we discovered that about 40% of the time spent loading and unloading a pallet was walking around it. So the turntable allows for near side loading. The operator can stand in one position and do his job. It has heavy duty tubular legs, and those tubular legs hold the platform stable and rigid throughout the travel range. There's even a dampener located here, and this dampener allows the load to be dropped, such as cement bags. Heavy loads that were dropped onto the pallet would not make the load bounce because of this dampener. So the dampener eliminates any kind of bounce that might exist when you're dropping heavy loads on the platform or pulling them off quickly. The unit also has built-in fork truck pockets in the base frame. Those fork truck pockets allow you to come in with a forklift and move the unit to another location easily. It also has, in each of the four corners, a provision for a leveling foot. And this leveling foot is for uneven floors or where there's a floor drain and you don't quite have a flat surface to work on. So the operator can use leveling feet to bring the unit up and level it off so that it sits level on an uneven floor. And then lastly, changing the springs. Setting it up for a different spring combination is very easy. These bayonets are removed, and the bayonet allows a spring to be changed or a new spring to be put in. And the spring just drops down into the pocket. And once the spring sets in there, the bayonet is returned, and you've now recalibrated it for a different load or a different height. The other advantage of a spring pallet pal is there's no connection to air, no connection to electricity. Once the spring range is set, it stays that way forever. The pallet pal needs to be loaded with either a forklift or a stacker. When a load is brought onto the pallet pal, it is set down right on the platform, and as soon as the springs are compressed, the fork truck or the stacker moves away. Now the operator can start offloading the cartons. The idea of the spring pallet pal is to give the operator a device that allows him to work intuitively. In other words, his job is to load or unload pallets. And we're not asking him to do anything different. We're asking him to do the same job he always does. We're just giving him a tool that makes it a little bit easier to do his job. And this tool allows for him to do his work comfortably, to stand erect, to not bend his back, and most of all, not extend his back. Back extension, according to most ergonomists, is worse than back bending. But by eliminating back extension, we put the load up close to his belly, what we call near side loading.